gentlemen, we made it. We'd like to welcome everybody to the official Vane Engine Stands YouTube channel. If you'd like to keep up with the latest projects and work going on in the shop, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Our channel is relatively new. We'd greatly appreciate everyone and following along in what we have going on here. Our buddy John from San Diego, we have his all-motor pro car here in the shop. We're going to be doing some miscellaneous fabrication on it. As you can see here, he currently has the Hasport lean engine mounts in here. He recently bought the new Myers lean engine mounts. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be removing everything out of the engine bay here and cutting out the bracket that's welded to the frame rail here on the passenger side, and basically installing the new mounts and making the small adjustments that may be needed afterward, which may be cutting the hole for the fender exit over here a little bit more, because the new mounts actually lean the engine a little bit further forward. We're also going to be making a tow hook for the track, so a golf cart or quad can swoop them up and doesn't have to drive the car back to the pits. We're also going to be redoing the hood latch pins and a few other just oddball miscellaneous things. We're also going to be doing some interior work here. We're going to be removing the old steering column, and we're going to be installing the new I Did It steering column in there. We're also going to be making some type of small shift light bracket for above the cluster, nothing crazy in there. Small clutch pedal stop for the clutch in there, get that thing adjusted right. Back here, we're going to be removing this old wing here and installing a FCS drag wing kit. And as far as the rear of the car, that's going to be pretty much it. All right, so here we're going to start in the rear of the car and get some of the exterior small things out of the way before we move on to the major, like the steering column and the engine bay, what have you. So this wing here is just basically riveted on from the top, and then it's got the supports here on the trunk. We're basically going to drill out these rivets here on the top and remove this wing in preparation for the FCS wing. Now that we got the rivets drilled out of the top, we'll go ahead and come down here and basically loosen the supports up to get the rest of it out of here. So now that we got the wing removed off the rear, we're gonna go ahead and set this aside and basically start prepping to install the new wing. So after we removed the old wing, we got that out of the way. We got the FCS wing here pretty much mounted up for the most part. We got our panel holders up on here. We got the adjustable rods installed. So basically we just need to finalize this one side right here and throw some rivets up top, and we're gonna be wrapping this thing up. So guys, we'd like to know what you guys want to see more of. As you guys know, this is our debut, our first video for YouTube, our Vane Engine Stands channel. Let us know in the comments. Again, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you guys want to see, what you want more of, less of, anything helps. So we finished up buttoning up the rest of the wing. We got the side fins on, we got those rivets in, we got the adjustable rods in where they're gonna be. And that basically buttons up the FCS drag wing install. We skipped a couple parts of it, but not a big deal of showing the process. But next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna dive straight into the engine bay and get in the engine out to cut the old engine mounts out and install the new engine mounts. So as we're getting ready here to get the engine out, we've already basically disconnected the harness, the fuel, the water. These guys here, you can see we're using our shop cruisers on the ground. You guys know about those. Those are on our website. Great shop creeper chair. But as you can see here, they can also do a few different things. And we can go ahead and use them. So as we're getting the motor out here, we got everything broken down. We got most of the harness disconnected. We got all the grounds, battery connections disconnected. We got the plumbing out of it, fuel, coolant. We still need to drain the fluids, but First, we wanted to get the front end out of the way, which was the weight bar, the radiator, the fuel cell, and the battery. You can see here we're getting some extra use out of our shop cruiser chairs. You guys know about those. Those are our shop creeper chairs that we make. And in some cases, they serve multiple purposes. So instead of just sitting on them, you can also use them to drop certain things and just roll that guy out of the way. And now basically that whole front weight bar is out of the way, now we can focus on getting the engine out. So let's get to it. Here in the front of the chassis, we're just about ready to get the motor pulled out. We got all the harness disconnected, which always mil-spec is nice, comes out nice and easy. We got the header out, the rest of the stuff disconnected off the sides, and we're getting ready to put our vane stand on here. This is our lean mount K-series engine stand. Obviously this build is using lean engine mounts. So what we're gonna do first here is we're gonna get the legs on the block. Again, this doesn't matter if you're using a lift or if you're at home in the garage with it jacked up. You're gonna take your legs and you're gonna put them onto the block here. Get these nice and snugged up. You don't need to tighten them all the way when you're putting this on. You wanna just kind of leave them a little bit snug. Again, you don't wanna tighten these up yet. You wanna just get them nice and snug and ready to go. I'm gonna move along to the back side here, grab our other mounting location. And the very last one. So once you have all of your legs mounted up on your block like this, you kind of just eyeball them straight, right? Nothing crazy. There's been some people to say it doesn't line up right or something like that. I don't really know what they're talking about. It's kind of can't really mess it up. I mean, it's like that. You want to grab your base. You want to grab a couple of your bolts for the legs, and you want to simply just put this guy up like this. Line up the holes. Boom. Get a bolt in one of the legs there, get a bolt on the back side, and you're on. Get the rest of your bolts in. So once you have all of your legs on, you got your base on, you got your bolts in it, and your stand is kind of loose. You see what I was talking about? You don't want to tighten it up all the way yet. Once you come around here, get your base on. Then you want to come in here and just kind of snug those up just a little bit. So now that our vane stand is all secured up, again, this is our lean mount K-series engine stand. It's all secured, it's all ready to go. Now we're basically going to lower the car down and we're going to show you the point that it needs to go to before you can bust the mounts loose. So now that we have the car lowered down, one thing we definitely want to point out is when you're lowering your car down, whether it be on a lift or at the house with your jacks, it doesn't matter. Again, you can use this product with or without a lift. You want to bring the wheels down. If you can see there, it's not all the weight. I can promise you if you drop the entire weight of the car onto the stand, you're going to bend it. So you basically lower it down to where they're barely touching here on the floor, and then you want to break your mounts loose, and from there roll it out the front. So now we have both our mounts loose. I'm going to start lifting it up. And I mean, as always, as much as it's a one-man job, I mean, you still always maybe should have a pair of eyes, just in this scenario where you have custom headlight brackets and stuff like that, and a big air box and things that can hit if you're not watching or break a sensor off or such. So basically we're just gonna do a double check here of everything before the car comes up. And as of right now, the motor's already out of the car. It's already unbolted and on the stand. Do a couple more. Do one last check just to make sure everything's clear. Looks like we're clear. And that's it. So basically we just removed the entire engine swap, transmission, half shaft, basically all complete. Harness is still on the engine as well. Basically roll this guy out of the way. And there she goes. Now that we have the engine out here of the EG, we're basically ready to get to work here, getting the bracket cut out of here to install the new engine mounts. But that's gonna be it for our first video, guys. We appreciate you guys being with us. We appreciate you guys engaging. Again, if you want to see more from our channel, shoot some comments below. Let us know what you want to see more of, what you're interested in, maybe something you see around the shop that you think we should do more videos on. Let us know. Subscribe to our channel because it is active now. We're going to be doing it. Be sure to turn on post notifications, guys, because we're going to be uploading videos here, and make sure you catch the newest, latest stuff from us. Keep in touch, guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for the next one. Thank you.